All right, we are live here, episode 27. We had a little technical difficulty on episode number 26. Had to do that in two parts. We lost connection to YouTube Studio, but hopefully this one will go a little smoother. We got a little less activity here at the house. So, what are we doing here? So, episode number 27. We are now on day 30. This is the beginning of day 30. And we are going to St James, Minnesota. So we're in Nebraska. We were trying to get to Lincoln, Nebraska, but there was no jobs. So I tried my best. I spent a little time trying to figure out how to get close, but I don't know. I kind of figured it was not a major city, so we were going to just kind of move on here. We're going to head up to St James and taking a look at the maps here. We are going to Minnesota. Maybe we'll try to get to Chicago. Maybe we can fly into O'Hare. That would be pretty neat. I don't know. We'll see. We got this thing loaded up. Let's go ahead and check NeoFly, see if we actually accepted the job or not. So we're going to KJYG. Yeah, let's go ahead and accept that job. Go to the hangar. I think we might have enough gas. I'm not sure. We'll see. It's 293 nautical miles away. We're going to start on the runway here because we're going to try to fit in the Hawaiian tour as well. Alright, looks like we are going to be good to go here.
We have royalty on board today. The security team have carried out the necessary security checks, and we are now ready.
Alright, we got a VIP mission.
Captain, the VIPs are just starting to board. Stand by. Transporter from dispatch. All passengers on board. You can ask for the clearance to take off. You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Alright, let's resume here. We are spinning. It says ready to fly. We're going to close all this stuff out because it seems a little goofy. Alright, no, we're good. I don't know what that was. Microsoft Flight Simulator seems to be on the fritz a little bit. But alright, so we got our passengers here. We're on runway number 34. Let's go ahead and check our weather. We are... I don't know, we'll start with live... No, I don't know. We'll start with lifetime live weather. It's nighttime, but we will see. Our destination is lighted. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like. If it's not good for YouTube, we'll change it. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and turn on our interior lights here so that we can see. Our pitot heat is on. That is good to go. We got to change our flaps here for takeoff. We got our taxi. We're going to turn on our landing lights so we can see a little bit better outside. And yeah, I think we are good to go here. So appreciate you tuning in once again, guys. Love seeing the love and support that I've seen on the channel so far since we switched over to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've been enjoying it. I really love flying. We are going to oh yeah, the parking brake is hidden, so we're going to release that and we're going to take off here. So we are taking off from Pioneer Village here in Nebraska. We're gonna head on over to Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen. So hope you enjoy the trip here. We got our VIP mission in Neo. Once we get leveled out here, we will give a little update.
Pilot, have a smooth flight, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Alright, it's not a very high flight. Safe elevation for this trip is 3,500. So we're pretty much almost there. As soon as we hit that, we're going to reduce our throttle a little bit. Speed's going to increase. We're going to aim for about 222 knots for our cruise speed. Let's go ahead and lift up our landing gear. And check out the weather out here. Alright, I don't think we need our landing gear on. Or our landing lights. So there's Pioneer Village that we're leaving. It's nighttime. And we're flying to Wisconsin. Alright, so we are cruising at 221 and rising, just barely. We'll see if we can make the 222. Alright, so we're sitting at 221 cruising speed. We're in the Cessna, or no, TBM 930. Seats 4, and we are carrying 4 people on board here. So let's go ahead and check NeoFly real quick. So this is our mission here. They're only 53% happy. So now that we are leveled off, we can go ahead and get Camille serving drinks, and that'll increase our passengers' happiness. There you go, 57 and rising. We're going to check our pilot here. We got 100% reputation, so that is good. And yeah, we got Snoop flying the CJ4. She has a co-pilot, Gucci, and a flight attendant, Chloe. Hurricane also has a flight attendant, Amina. And she is actually in the air going to KVBT. We got to get rid of that one. We didn't have enough fuel to get there, so once we land, we'll delete that one. So if we look at Snoop has an estimated arrival time of about 25 minutes from now. Running a VIP mission. And Hurricane is a little longer at 3:19 a.m. So that's going to be about 2 hours, 20 minutes from now. And Gucci is in the CJ4 with Snoop. So we have Camille. So we got the 3 pilots, I guess 2 pilots, 1 co-pilot, and 3 flight attendants. So that's where we sit. We currently sit at 4.7, almost 4.8 million. Not too shabby here for day number 30. And looking at our hangar here, so we got the CJ4 that we're renting. We're currently flying the TBM 930, but we are renting that one. And the PC6 that Snoop is in, we're renting that one as well. But we do own the Cessna 172 that we started out with, that we were flying in, and then Casper started flying it. And then we retired Casper, so after I retired him, I fixed the hull and the engine up. So it's sitting there over at KRRT. We could sell it for $212,000, but I don't know, we'll just let it sit there. We don't really have any plans on putting anybody in there just yet. But I do want to buy a TBM 930. So if we go to the marketplace here and do a search for 930, it looks like all of these are rentals except for these 3. So this one for 2.7 million, it's in okay condition, 63%. 2.8, this one's awful at 21%. And then the Red Bull one, which is 2.6, the engine looks pretty crappy. So nothing that great there. We'll see when we land what else is available. And maybe eventually we'll buy one of those instead of renting one out. Go ahead and contact Minnesota Center.
Minneapolis Center, Dollar Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is type number TBM 98 miles northwest of November Echo Tree 3,500 feet. Request flight following. Cessna 19 Foxtrot, descend and maintain flight level 240. Dollar Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Minneapolis Center. Squawk 235 6.
All right.
Minneapolis Center generic, November 09er, 50 Mike, 6,800 feet. Generic November 09er, 50 Mike, Minneapolis, center altimeter, tree 0.17 radar, contact continue. Cessna 840, contact Denver Center on 132.7. Good day.
All right, so that's the city lights of Central Nebraska Regional Airport over in Grand Island, Nebraska.
Cessna 840. Cessna 89er Zulu traffic at 2 o'clock 4 miles at 9,000 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight. Cessna 463 traffic at 11 o'clock 4 miles at 7,200 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight.
All right, we seem to have a lot of ATC traffic here because of the regional airport, so we just kind of reduced the volume there so it's not too annoying and I can actually speak over it without being interrupted with stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and check our flight plan, make sure everything is looking good.
Delta Golf Sierra Alpha, did you hear my last transmission? Roger, Delta Golf Sierra Alpha. Delta Golf Sierra Alpha, contact Minneapolis Center on 126.05. Good day. 126.05, Delta Golf Sierra Alpha. Goodbye. Minneapolis Center, Delta Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, 3,500 feet. Delta Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, Minneapolis Center, altimeter 30.17 radar, contact continue.
Alright, good to go. We just transferred ATC. We got our altimeter set at 30.17. Cruise altitude of 3,500, and we increased our cruise speed here to 223. So not too shabby there. We're gonna check our flight plan here, see where we're going. So we're going to be flying over Sioux City, over by the Missouri River. We got Sullivan Airstrip coming up. All not too bad. Alright, so do enjoy doing the night flight every once in a while. See what this looks like without the light. Can we turn this one on too? Nice. Alright, so we can light up the whole cabin, but I think we'll do this. Turn off mine and just have the other side lit up. I think that's good. Be kind of curious. Alright, let's go ahead and check on our passengers. They're sitting at 92%. Everybody's good. They're probably going to want another drink or something later on, but we will take care of that when necessary. So we're currently in the air here. Going to Minnesota. Maybe we'll try to hit up Chicago, but we're going to be on our final destination here of New York City. So we started in Florida. We flew around down here. We went to Texas, Arizona, California, Oregon, and Washington, and British Columbia, Canada. We kind of flew around here for a little while, and then we decided that we wanted to just kind of head on to the east, and we're going to find our way to New York City here in our NeoFly Career and get everything going. So in the meantime, we're building up some revenue, and we are good to go here. So we're just giving some flights here, flight updates, and kind of recording the documentation over here with our NeoFly Career. So super fun, nice way to relax and unwind with a nice flight. And we're trying to do live time, live weather when possible. We've been mostly doing live weather. We're just adjusting the time every once in a while because I don't know, I fly pretty much the same time every day, and we try to give a little bit of variety. Alright, that ATC contact is for us. We're going to do a handoff.
Minneapolis Center, Delaware Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 3,500 feet. Delaware Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Minneapolis Center altimeter 30.14 radar contact. Continue.
Alright, we adjusted our altimeter. Checking our flight plan now. Coming up to Fullerton. So we are cruising along here. Pretty flat terrain, not too bad. A lot different than the mountains that we were flying in Washington and Montana. And let's see. Oh yeah, alright, so that is pretty neat. I don't think I've noticed that. So for our NeoFly Career here, this is our 111th flight. We traveled a total distance almost, I haven't filled that one in, but so probably a little bit over 11,336 nautical miles. So not too bad for 30 days of flight time here. So if we do flights, that divided by 30, yeah, we're averaging 3.7 flights a day. That's silly. So we're trying to document a bunch, and we were trying to build up our income super fast. So that's why we were doing that. We'll probably dumb that down a notch and start focusing on some other stuff. So, but we'll keep everything going here. We'll try to do at least one a day for our NeoFly. I don't know if I'll record every single one of them, but you know, because we got the other thing going on with the bush trips, which I'll bring this spreadsheet back over here. So the bush trips that we recorded, we did the in-game Yosemite one, we did the Tokyo, which was 10 legs, and we did a quick Florida Keys one that was only 2 legs. We did that in the Cessna 172. We're currently in a yellow 172 doing our Hawaii trip. So we just finished this one, leg number 2, yesterday, so it's out there. That one came out pretty good. Felt like I was off my game a little bit on the first one, but that's gonna happen when we're doing this live. And yeah, so this one we flew to Oahu and did a little tour. We using Bushtalk radio to find out some information on the area, and yeah, it's a little entertaining, little history lesson. Definitely learn a thing or two each flight, and yeah, good times. So tune in for those, and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't. The support that I've seen so far on the channel here has been fantastic. I love seeing the stats grow like that, and we're keeping an eye on it and trying to figure out what you guys like. So if you want to see something else, hit that comment button and leave a comment. I will reply back and see what I can do about accommodating to the flights that you want to see, or any type of material that you want to see. On the side, give you a little update on what we're doing here with our flying channel here. We are getting ready for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We actually purchased we just got this yesterday. We purchased a new router, and hopefully to increase the bandwidth on the internet, because I heard that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is a little heavy on the bandwidth. So we got a new router. We just got to install that. I'll do that at some point this week or early next week. We got to call the cable company and get them to ding it. So not bad. And then we got some new RAM, so we're going to install some RAM this weekend, where that should definitely increase the performance of the computer. That was a bit of a process to figure out what kind of RAM is compatible with our computer over here, but we got that going. And we recently increased the size of our C drive. So we replaced the C drive in the computer. Now we're replacing the RAM. We're building this thing up to a halfway decent gaming machine. So maybe I'll do a video on that at one point, on what we're doing to get ready. So we'll go ahead and get this exterior view, see if we got any city lights going on. Alright, skies are pretty quiet. Looks like we just got one AI pilot up there. We actually turned off all the live players. Figure that might help with the streaming. Alright, just hopped in to adjust our altimeter. We got another handoff.
125.025 November Golf Sierra Alpha. Goodbye. Minneapolis approach Tower Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha 3,500 feet. Tower Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha Minneapolis approach altimeter 30 SO15 radar contact continue.
Alright, no need to adjust the altimeter, we are already there. So we are crossing over, what road is that? Nothing major. Crossing over State Road 91. Oh, that's pretty neat. You got the moonlight glistening on the water down there. And that's not even a major waterway. I think that might be Norfolk coming up. Over here, this one is Madison. See what state we're currently in. Are we still in Nebraska? We are still in Nebraska. We're going to be crossing over, when we get to Sioux City, we're going to be crossing over into Iowa. We're just going to be cutting over the northwest corner of Iowa and landing in Minnesota. And we're going to be going over the Missouri River. We haven't seen too much water lately, cutting across the United States. A little baseball field or something there. And a track. That looks like that might be either a park or a high school. It looks like maybe a park. This road here that we're flying over is State Road 81. You can see the cars driving down there. There's Norfolk Regional. Alright, I am gonna be right back. I'm gonna go refill my coffee cup. So I'll leave it here on the exterior view. And be right back. Alright, so we are back here. I'll unpin that message. We're back with our coffee. It's a good day. Today is going to be a good day. I feel it. Go ahead and check our maps here. We're going to be passing over Wayne State College up here and KLCJ, the Wayne Municipal Airport. We'll be looking at Wakefield. Didn't miss anything on ATC while I was gone. That's good. cruise out this huge speed. Oh, we're inching up there. 224. Torque looks good. NG output looks good. Oil temp and everything looks good. We'll go ahead and check our passengers here that we have. They're looking like they want some drinks. So we'll go ahead and serve them. Camille, or flight attendant, will take care of that. And we're going to check on our pilots here. So Snoop has landed. A little hard landing at 262. She made 88,700. Airport fees of 1,100 and airport rental fees of 5,475. So we'll get her up and going in just a moment. Snoop made 88,764, airport fees of 1,183, and the rental of 5,475. So that was a profit of 82,106. Take a look at this. This was Wayne. Not too much off to the right. Alright, let's go ahead and check out Snoop here. Snoopy CJ4, she has landed. She's got a decent amount of gas. Go ahead and see what kind of jobs she has available. Maybe we'll do this one. 214 miles. It's a VIP mission. Shouldn't take too long. And we'll get another 51,000. Let's see if that airport is good to go for her. Yeah, that's a big airport. The runway sits at 8,392, so should be good to go. So she would be leaving BL, going to LFRG. That would be in Norway. And 214 nautical miles. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get her and Gucci, her co-pilot, up and going. So we'll accept that job. We'll go to the hangar. So we got Gucci and Chloe. We'll get her up and going there. So she will be now loading and embarking on her new flight there. And if we look at Hurricane is estimated to land now at 324. So she's got a little bit. She's got about 2 hours. load everything into my spreadsheet and see if everything balances out. Looking at 4860. $487. All right, everything balances out. We are good. All right, I'm just looking at some financials here. Let's see what town this is. That's all lit up. Let's go ahead and get the exterior view going here. Looks like Graham. Oh, that's Sioux City. So we're crossing over the Missouri River right now. See if we can get a daytime view of that and see what that looks like. Let's get a little morning sunrise going on here over Sioux City. Yeah, so with that, we are officially out of Nebraska and we are in Iowa. So we're just going to cut over the northwest part of Iowa and then head on into Minnesota. Excuse me. We'll probably be transferring over on ATC soon. right, our cabin passengers here are all happy. All right, we're looking at VIP mission. We'll get probably about $5,000 or $50,000 profit, give or take. I'll play with all that later. I was looking at the streaming software that we're using. I was going to see if I can control the bit rate. Alright, what are we looking at here? Lee Mars Municipal Airport. That's Lee Mars, Iowa that we're in. Should be crossing over to Minnesota pretty soon. First destination will be that will pass over is Round Lake and then Lakefield, so it seems like we'll get some water views here. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping. I kind of wonder how far away. So Milwaukee, Chicago, Milwaukee and Chicago, Green Bay, probably, let's see. Yeah, we'll probably split that up into 2 trips. So we got one more. Cedar Rapids might be neat. Maybe we can try to head down to Cedar Rapids and then Chicago. We'll see if NeoFly has the missions to do that. That would be ideal, but we'll see. Once we land, we'll figure out what kind of missions we got going in what direction as we try to make our way to New York City. Ooh, maybe. Is this settings? Show all missions on map. Nice. So I didn't know you can do that. So on NeoFly, these are all our missions. So we started in Florida. We did some back and forths down there. We went up to South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama. And then I think we teleported over here and we did some Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas. I forgot about Kansas and Oklahoma. We were there for a little while. And then we went over to Denver, Colorado area, down to New Mexico, Arizona. We went down into Mexico for a little bit. I think we did a certification down there. And then we flew up California. And Oregon, Washington, and then we went up to British Columbia, Alberta, hung out in Montana for a little while, then we went to Wyoming, and now we are flying to Yeah, then we were in Nebraska, and now we're flying to Minnesota. So we're on our way to New York City here, and we'll do some flights up here in the Northeast. See if ATC talked to us. They did not. We got a nice sunrise going on here. Let's go ahead and check the outside. Nice look at the sunrise. All right, we got 93 nautical miles to go here. 81 to the top of our descent. We're currently at 3,500 feet. Our airport, St James Municipal Airport over in Minnesota, sits at 1,063 feet. Our runway, let's go ahead and get some information on the airport that we're landing at. Our runway sits just under 4,000 feet. It's an asphalt runway. Our flight plan is scheduled for runway number 15. We'll see if that's what we get with ATC. We should be able to just announce our landing, I would think. So we'll pick runway number 15. And we're going to be passing over St. James right by State Road 30. Coming up to 10 miles away from Sheldon Municipal Airport. And we are cruising at 224 knots, so not too shabby. We'll get there in no time. So 87 nautical miles to go. Give you an idea, that's 9 miles away. And that takes, let's go ahead and wait until that hits 8. So that takes about 15 seconds to go a mile. So not too bad. 84 nautical miles away doesn't equate to too much when you're doing 220. Sun is almost fully up. We could probably, oh nice. I was gonna see if we still had our lights on. Oh, we had got the passenger one on, that's right. We can shut that off. Now that the sun is up, we took off in real time. And then we adjusted it when we passed over a town to sunrise. Oh, excuse me, I am, tired. Let's just moving away to see the map here. Alright, let's go ahead and check on our passengers real quick. We got 4 passengers here. They're at 92%. Looks like some people want some food. Alright, we'll give them some food. Keep them happy. We'll keep our reputation up here. And we'll keep on trucking over here. So let's go ahead and get the exterior view here. Let's see if we crossed over Minnesota or Iowa just yet. Pretty close. So our flight plan here. This is the Iowa-Minnesota border. This dotted line right there. So we will be crossing over the border in just a few minutes. And we're going to be passing Mountain Lake, Wyndham, for our final destination here over at St. James. Maybe we can see Spirit Lake off to the right coming up. Looks like it's split up into 2. You got big and small. Get a nice look at the TBM 930 that we've been flying in. This is a Class C plane. Seats 4 passengers over here. And 1 co-pilot if we want one. Alright, let's do a flight plan check here. We got 64 nautical miles. We can actually, let's go ahead and drop our elevation a little bit. We're going to set this to 3,000 feet. We'll reduce our speed a little bit to get our decline. All right, nice little smooth transition for 500 feet. Nice, we got some windmills coming up. That is for us.
132.05 Denver Golf Sierra Alpha. Goodbye. Minneapolis Center, Denver Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, 3,000 feet. Denver Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, Minneapolis Center, altimeter 30.10 radar contact, continue. Cessna Skyhawk level traffic is 7 o'clock, 3 miles at 1,800 feet, Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight. Cessna Zulu Juliet Quebec, contact full approach on 126.9. Good day.
All right, we adjusted our altimeter there to our new radar contact.
Denver 113 contact Minneapolis Center on 127.1. Good day.
Ah, yeah, there's Spirit Lake, I think. Yeah, or no, that is Silver Lake. Spirit Lake is back there. And we are almost crossing the border into Minnesota. I think this would be the first time that we're landing in Minnesota.
Denver Golf Sierra Alpha contact Minneapolis Center on 127.75. Good day.
All right, we got another handoff as we're crossing over the state border.
127.75 Denver Golf Sierra Alpha. Goodbye.
Currently sit at 30.10 for our altimeter. We'll see what they say. I mean, we just changed it, so we should be good.
Minneapolis Center, Denver Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, 3,000 feet.
All right, we're good. All right, we're getting up to Sioux Valley here, Minnesota. We got 50 nautical miles to go, 38 miles to the top of our descent. Our passengers are happy at 100%. They are looking like they want a drink, but we are still distributing the meal that they wanted, so they are high maintenance for sure, but they're just gonna have to wait until they land to get a drink. There you go. That was Camille finishing the meal distribution. We try to strive for high quality flights here. Keep our reputation up in NeoFly within means. Alright, we descended down to 2,600 feet in preparation for our landing. we got our landing light on. As we come up to this, we got 13 minutes to our destination. We're gonna start our landing procedure here. So we're gonna reduce our speed here. We were at like a 222 knot cruise speed. We're gonna bring this down to the white arc as we cross over this field of windmills. So this is the town of Lakefield. Seems to be powered by some wind energy. Alright, we're at 145. Go ahead and reduce that a little bit more. We can see the white arc sits at about 122. Alright, there's 122, 121. We will do flaps, landing gear, increase throttle. Trim that back a little bit. Alright, we'll see if our airport, St. John's Municipal Airport, is on the list yet. We're looking for KJYG. Nice, Sleepy Eye Airport. There's a lot of ATC traffic around here. We're not used to that. It's going to be crazy in New York City when we get there. You almost need a co-pilot to manage ATC. Alright, so we are looking for what? St. John's Municipal. And by the time I find it, we're going to be there. Alright, it doesn't seem to be on the list just yet. It should be popping up momentarily. I think we can think we can safely drop our elevation another little bit, and instead of adjusting it with the throttle, I'm going to use the vertical speed adjustment here. Alright, so we are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. This was a halfway decent flight at 293 nautical miles. Estimated time was 1 hour 26 minutes. Let's see what kind of time we made here. Yeah, not too bad. It's about on par there. Yeah, so we're going to be coming up to Butterfield, passing around St. James, landing at the St. James Municipal Airport. It sits at about 4,000 feet in length, and it is a asphalt runway. We're going to select runway number 15. General parking will be over to the left. And the one thing that I love about Alright, I see it. KY or KJYG, St. John's Municipal Airport. As soon as ATC takes a break, we're going to click on that tune to traffic. And we're going to select runway number 15 for our landing and announce our full stop.
Kilo Juliet Yankee Golf traffic Dahmer Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 18 miles southwest 2,400 feet inbound to land runway 15.
We're going to check the weather here because the wind looks pretty heavy. I think it's 25 knots showing on our flight planner. Alright, I guess as we get a little lower, wind's going to die down. For runway number 15, contemplating switching up the runway that we're going to land on so that we're landing downwind, or not downwind, but into the wind. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Wind, I don't want to. It's a short runway, 4,000 feet. It's actually 3,998. We're gonna land into the wind as opposed to downwind. So we're gonna do that. So what we're gonna do is on our flight planner here. This will actually make the flight a little shorter. So we're going to want to come into the airport about 5 miles. So the first thing that we're going to do is go out about 5 miles this way. We're going to insert a measuring tool here. So this is 5.5 nautical miles. And then from about here, we'll put in another one and go there. So we're going to go 14 miles that way, 5 miles that way. We're going to change this to runway number 33.
Kilo Juliet Yankee Golf traffic Dollar Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 12 miles west 2,400 feet inbound to land runway tree.
And we're just going to do a little adjustment to our flight plan. Alright, that's good. We'll head pretty much due east for about 9 more nautical miles. Alright, we're sitting at 2,400 feet. Let's go ahead and drop our elevation down to 1,900. We're going to check the weather again.
Kilo Juliet Yankee Golf automated weather observation 1300 wind 319 at 13 visibility 10 sky condition Q clouds at 3,300 feet Q clouds at 1,800 feet temperature 9 Celsius.
So now they're saying the wind has dropped down to 13 at the airport, 13 knots at 319 degrees. So basically what I'm looking at there is we changed our flight plan here from runway 15 to runway 33. I'm showing a 23 knot wind and or this is just a rough estimate here. We're going to be landing at about 333 degrees. So we're going to be flying and landing into the wind now as opposed to downwind. So it'll be a little easier landing here on the shorter runway. Take one last look out here. So Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way. Hopefully we can go see Chicago. I'd love to land into O'Hare with this little plane. Alright, we're going to turn, we got our flight director on. We're going to turn off our autopilot here, take full control, in preparation for our landing over at St. James Municipal Airport. All right, we are 6 miles away. We got 4 VIP passengers, so we can't bank too hard. We lose the mission money if we bank more than 30 degrees. Let's see if we can get runway in sight. Our runway should be coming in sight very shortly. Got that thing in the way. We'll go ahead and announce final.
Kilo Juliet Yankee Golf traffic number Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha is on final runway tree to land.
Alright, there's our runway over there. I'll show you 1 second. Alright, our runway sits right there, runway 33, so we're going to fly out to here and then cut over to line up for runway number 33. So appreciate you guys tuning in once again. I think we're on day 30 for our NeoFly Career. We're cruising along. And stay tuned for a little bit later this morning. We're going to try to do the third leg over at our Hawaiian tour, where the second leg was in Oahu. And that one went super well. Alright, we're going to start reducing our speed just a little bit. So we're going to drop down to 500 there. The thing I like about the TBM 930 here is that you can land on these short runways because you got reverse thrust. So once we land, we're going to hit the reverse thrust and the brake at the same time, and we will come to a stop pretty abruptly. Alright. I got wind at 18 knots. General aviation parking is halfway over there down the runway on the right. There's our reverse thrust.
Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
Actually going backwards just a little bit because of that. Alright, and we're gonna taxi over here to some parking. It's a busy little airport here. Might be a little hard to find a parking spot. Alright, so we gotta just kind of do what we gotta do here and find the spot. We'll park next to this we got a Cessna 172. It's a neat little airport. Small little tower. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this NeoFly Career up. We're going to cut our fuel selection off.
Okay, the VIPs are leaving the aircraft and are heading straight to the limo.
Go ahead and hit our crash bar. I think. Alright, I don't know why the crash bar isn't going down.
Transporter from dispatch. Disembarkation completed. Thank you and good day.
Alright, either way, we are done there. Let's go ahead and check our landing. I think that was a pretty smooth landing. So, yeah, KJYG, we landed at -113, so very medium middle ground landing there. So appreciate you tuning in. We'll try to get leg number 3 on our Hawaiian tour done today. It's either going to be this morning or this afternoon. I might go ahead and take a quick little rest this morning. So appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.